Hello everyone, how have you been? Welcome again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. My name is Damilola Oyetola. I am a Christian and I am also a medical doctor. I film about faith, medicine and lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you about my Mdcn experience and the things that helped me to succeed in the exam. So now, if you don't know what Mdcn is, Mdcn is Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. So if you're a foreign trained medical doctor, that means you didn't study medicine in Nigeria. You need to write this Mdcn exam in order to get your medical license and be able to practice in Nigeria. So now a bit introduction to the exam. The Mdcn exam is written in 2 days, day 1 and day 2, and they write it in different teaching hospitals across the country. For my own exam, we wrote it at University College Hospital, Ibadan, and the next exam could be somewhere else. So on the first day of the exam, we have the multiple choice question, where you have 250 MCQs and 50 picture tests. And then on the second day is where you do the OSCE part of the exam. That's the objective structure clinical examination. So in this exam, there are 10 stations and 5 minutes per station. I know when you hear 5 minutes per station, it can be overwhelming. What can you do in 5 minutes? Okay, in 5 minutes, you're going to do your physical examination. You're going to do history taking, you're going to do counseling. You might also have stations that have pathograph. When I firstly heard about where I have to do history taking, counseling, or clerking, physical examination for 5 minutes, I'll tell you the truth, I was a little bit overwhelmed. How was I going to finish physical examination in 5 minutes? How was I supposed to clerk and counsel somebody in 5 minutes? Well, I'll tell you the truth, it's possible. Thousands of people have done it, and you too, you can do it. You just need to believe in yourself that you can. And it's not just about believing, and also putting in effort to yield the results that you desire. Okay, so the first thing I did to prepare for my examination was the EPIC verification. You need to open an EPIC account. I'm going to put the link down. When you open the account, you're going to be asked to upload the data page of your passport and also to upload a recent passport size photograph. Also, for the second part of the EPIC verification stuff, there's a place where you have to upload your certificate, and then it will be sent to the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. But that part is not necessary for the Mdcn exam. You need that for the induction. But for me, I actually did both before the exam. And also, I want you to prepare a lot of money and because I think for the EPIC, where you have to open the account, I think it's about $100, and the second one is a little bit more than $100. I really cannot remember the price, but when you go to the page, you find all the information that you need. So after that, the next thing I did was to join a tutorial. So before I joined a tutorial, I asked people from my school, please, what tutorial did you go to? What advice are you going to give to me? And everybody I asked, they told me Acemedix. So like, okay, Acemedix it is. And I also checked their success rate. In the last exam, November 2020, they actually had huge success rate. I think they had only 20 people that failed the exam, or 10. I really cannot remember that. So I chose Acemedix. And then for the registration to the tutorial, I had to pay 70,000 naira, and then I traveled all the way to Abuja. But they have other centers across the country. So there's a center in Lagos, there's a center in Abuja, they have a center in Port Harcourt, they have a center in Kano too, and you can decide to do your own tutorial online. And even if you're not in Nigeria, you can also start your tutorial online. And when you get to Nigeria, you can switch to the physical location at no additional cost. When you start attending the tutorial, there are certain things you need to do to make the best out of it. You know, it's not just by going for a tutorial. I mean, there are people that attended tutorial and they failed the exam too. So I'm going to be sharing with you what I learned. So for Acemedix, we had classes every day of the week apart from Sunday, and they were alternate classes. So Monday is at the physical location, and then Tuesday online, and then like that and like that. So after the class every day, I used to make sure that I read everything that I was studying, because there's no point piling it and making the workload humongous for me. after every class, I used to make sure to review everything I was taught, either it was physical examination, clerking and counseling, or even the OSCE sections. I used to make sure I read them over and over and over again. And then another thing I did that for my tutorial, we had a question bank. There's also an app, so you can decide to download the app or to practice the questions online. So what I did, I used to practice the questions almost every day too. And also for questions, there are a lot of Telegram groups that you could join. They do multiple choice questions almost every day. And for me, I didn't actually used to follow the questions in real time daily, because for me, I found out that it was taking my time. So what I used to do before I go to bed every night, I'll make sure I view the questions and understand them. So I'm going to be telling you some Telegram pages that you could join. Acemedix has a Telegram page. There's Med there's Nitmed, there's Mdcn picture test. There's also Mdcn Zone 2021. I can't remember others right now, but make sure you join the Telegram pages and review the questions. Make sure you understand. Another thing is, if you are being taught in class and you don't understand, ask questions. Don't be ashamed. There's nothing wrong in asking questions in class when you don't understand. It only helps you to get better. And also another thing is, in my tutorial we had mock exams. We have major mocks, we had mini mocks. I'm going to advise you that you should participate in the mock exams. I mean, it's going to prepare you for what you're going to see on the exam day. And I'll tell you the truth, when I was writing the OSCE part of my own exam, it felt like I was actually writing one of my Acemedix mocks. That's because I've already done a lot of mock exams to prepare me for the real exam. Another thing I did was I had study partners. It's not okay to go solo. It's not okay to study alone, because no man is an island. You don't know everything. So what you don't know, another person knows it. And what you know, someone else does not know it, and you're able to teach the person, explain to them well. And also it helps to consolidate your memory. It has been said that when someone teaches you something, or when it's explained to you by a friend, it sticks faster than when you try to learn it on your own. And then another thing I did was I bought the guidebooks. So I think there are 5 of them. There is the guide OB-GYN, the guide medicine, the guide pediatrics, the guide surgery, and the guide psychiatry. I didn't buy the psychiatry though. I just bought the 4, and you have to read them, because there are actually certain things that are inside our guidebooks that I was not taught in medical school, and some of those questions could actually come out in the exam. So now if you don't study your guidebooks, how are you going to know them? So another thing I'm going to tell you is that you shouldn't skip classes. I know there are certain times you feel overwhelmed, you want to give up, you don't want to do this again, but don't skip classes. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Draw strength from your friends who are also preparing for the exam, and trust me, you're going to be fine. And all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Don't read for 6 months continuously without having breaks in between. You are going to break down, so you should actually find time to enjoy yourself, to chill out, to do something outside of reading your books. The next thing is you have to pray. Don't leave God outside of your plans. The Bible says that commit your work into the hands of God, trust in Him, and you're going to be established. So you need to pray, commit your exam into the hands of God, and trust me, God is going to help you. Also, I know that some people might think that, oh, why do I have to pay 70,000? Why do I have to pay 70,000 for a tutorial when I can just study on my own? I'm going to tell you that Mdcn is different from the exam you wrote in your medical school. There are certain things, for example, for your history taking or clerking, the introduction is quite different. So when you go there, you have to say, oh, good morning, ma, good morning, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Damlola Yetola. I am a candidate of this exam. And for the purpose of this examination, I've been asked to take a focused history of your symptoms. Sir, may I proceed, or ma? So if you didn't go for a tutorial, how are you going to know that? And greeting is part of your mark, both greeting the patient and examiner before the exam and after the exam. And even for your physical examination too, the way they taught us in medical school outside Nigeria is different from what they do in Nigeria. So when you go there, after greeting, you want to say, oh, I would like to screen this place for my patient's privacy. I would like to adequately expose my patient. I would like to place my patient in a particular position with their hands by their side, their palms, their legs together, their palms facing upward. Also, you want to tell the examiner that, oh, you want to wash your hand on iron water and with soap. You need a chaperone, and also you start your inspection by inspecting from the head of the bed to the side of the bed and to the end of the bed. But if you do not go for any tutorial or you don't have anybody to guide you through, you are not going to know that. And those things are part of the marks that contribute to your score in the exam. So you need to join a tutorial for this exam, and I'm recommending Acemedix for you because that's the best. I went there and I learned from the best set of tutors. And also, so for the Mdcn registration, one of the things that bothered me was that Mdcn did not announce the exam date till like 2 months before the exam. So I was thinking that if I'm going to write an exam in April or June, right, by February the exam date should be announced. That's how it should be done in a normal place. But for Mdcn, that's the way they work. They are going to announce the exam date 2 days before the exam, but don't wait for Mdcn to announce the exam date before you start studying, because if you do that, it could end in tears. Okay, so for your Mdcn registration, you need photocopies of your WAEC, GC, or NECO results, and you need to have 5 credits in mathematics, physics, English language, biology, and chemistry with pass in not more than 2 sittings. Also, you are going to need your birth certificate or something to declare your age. You're also going to need a proof of payment, so you're going to pay through remitter, and the exam fee is 130,000 naira. So you're also going to need an evidence that you paid for the exam, and that's remitter. You have to show them the receipt, and the exam fee is 130,000 naira. Also, you need evidence of EPIC verification. You have to print out that page from the internet. Also, you need a certificate of good standing from your school and a proof that you're eligible to practice medicine. You get that letter from your school too. I think that is all what you need, and I promise you, if you follow the tips I gave in this video, you're certain to do in your Mdcn exam. One more thing I want to tell you: as you're preparing for the exam, don't at any point think that you can't do it, because when you start feeling like you can't do it, then you really might not be able to do it. I hope that you learned a thing or two from this video. Please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends and family, leave your comments. Until next time, stay safe and remain blessed. Bye bye.